guys, here we go. RefornGaming versus Caren Tigers, set number 1. We have Reforn on the defense first. We are on Himmelsdorf.
Yep. Caren Tiger on the attack. So notice that the T-32 is run by Reforn here on the defense to give them some extra coverage of that courtyard. There's that one area that has a little bit of rubble you can hide behind.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so this is really interesting. Caren Tiger, from their spawn point, they've actually spread out. And this is different from how they were playing yesterday. Yesterday they decided it was a team thing, right? They're going to stay together for everything that they do. But right now we can see the LTTB heading towards the courtyard and everyone else just scattering all around the map.
Yeah, so the LTTB here is doing the same job as the T-37. He's probably hoping to 1v1 U if he could, because he would win that fight easily. Unfortunately, he doesn't find U. U's over here hiding in this corner, as we've seen many times on this map.
Yep, and the T-37 is perfect for that because it's such a small, tiny little tank.
Now, Shinoza has reloaded now. He's actually giving some fire from up on top of the castle area, as you can see here. Not really able to connect just yet, but if he does, it's going to do a lot of damage. So
yeah, wow, U is just really taking cover there in that little area. I like how Obelisk is over by the railroad tracks. We have seen EL Gaming do this, and they've been very successful over by the railroad tracks. If he goes ahead and tries to take that base capture number 1, he's got the depot, right? The train depot to be able to hide in, and I think that's great. However, it looks like Reforn does see what Caren Tiger is up to. They're going to head over to the railroad track as well. Look at that little depot. Yeah,
look at that little depot there. Now, keep in mind that he is kind of backed up by Polly somewhat. Paulie, being a PhD, knows about all the angles you can fire from over there.
He sure does. It does seem like Obelisk is making some noise trying to get RefornGaming to come out towards him, but it's not really working towards to their advantage.
I think you're absolutely on point with your theory here, and then what's going to happen is if they can pull Reforn back, they want to take the corner cap point and capture point number 2 with these IS-3s with Shinoza backing them up. Unfortunately, Reforn's not really taking the bait, and at this point we're now sub 5 minutes, and Caren Tiger hasn't really been able to gain any ground here. They haven't been able to do much of anything. In fact, no tanks on the map have even taken damage at this point.
Yeah, it's been a really quiet game. N1, his sixth sense does go off, and he knows that there are tanks around him, but that's about it. We can see Huami and Dekomori up on the castle side, along with Shinoza. But yeah, it's been a really quiet game already. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left.
Yep. And so, looks like kind of going to retreat back towards the castle now. LTTB going to join as well.
Yeah, well, you guys can see here on the mini-map that the IS-3s are all focused over towards base capture number 1, while we've got the 5100s over by number 2. You know, RefornGaming really is playing this very safe and cautiously, but they're doing it very smart.
They're also doing it a little bit non-standard. They're usually, most teams will leave one IS-3 at base capture point number 2, the corner cap point, because that way you can deny their move in and you can start to do a lot of damage to those tanks as they come in. Instead, they're leaving this T-37 to actually spot for them first, so they have time to rotate over to that base capture point if that sort of movement takes place, because they know that Caren Tigers has moved so slowly that it's going to take them a long time to actually get in there.
Oh, he saw him. Okay, so you has been found out. We can see right now Caren Tiger are going to go try and get it. It's only a T-37. As long as they can get rid of this one tank, it's going to be beneficial. But we can see that the 5100s are waiting for him.
Yeah, kind of baiting that out a little bit.
Caren Tiger are going to be careful, but Dekomori being able to, they're going to focus fire. Reno is definitely going to be able to take him out right here.
Oh, no, he missed the shot, though. That's a pretty bad miss, unfortunately.
Oh, gosh, just ram into him. There you go. There's the kill. That's the first kill of the game at 3 minutes.
But it's a small victory here because advancing into this capture point that's already well defended, that time they had to rotate is going to, of course, allow them to set up here with these 5100s. Both of them still having rounds left, especially BM. You know, he's used a few of those, but 99 only used once. They've actually got, you know, quite a few rounds left to use.
Okay, this is really smart. I have a feeling that they're trying to lure everyone over to base capture number 2. And during this time, possibly Obelisk can go get base capture number 1. Okay, but it looks like they're just going to drive right through, see if they can take out the IS-3 from behind.
Yeah, regardless of the positioning for Reforn, Caren Tiger is getting much better trades. A team kill by mistake here as well.
Team kill. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, it happens very rarely.
All right, JY, he doesn't know that there's 3 tanks here, and he's just going to get focus fired down one by one. Each of the members of RefornGaming are just going to drop like flies.
Yeah, but Caren Tiger does have to kind of speed up this process here. They only have 2 minutes left to kill all the tanks. Luckily for them, they've got kind of a surround here, so I don't think these tanks will be able to escape.
Here we go. Baby and M1 are the only 2 left, and you know what? That's plenty of time. 2 minutes. I think they're going to be able to do this. Oh, Obelisk from the shot from behind.
Yep, they could also just alternatively capture the base, which they are doing as well, so they win either way. This is an impossible victory here for Reforn.
Yeah, poor Baby. He's just going to stand here by himself. Yes, versus an IS-3 versus an LTTB, the IS-3 will probably win. However, right now, he's the only guy left. He really can't make any bad mistakes.
He's just going to get...
Oh, and there's the mistake. Hawami is just going to come up, shoot him. Obelisk with the help.
One more shot will do it. Hawami's ready. Goodbye, Baby.
Goodbye, Baby. The reinforcement was great, and Caren Tiger goes ahead and wins game number 1.
So, you know, I feel like what really went wrong there for Reforn was the accuracy. They had the right position. They had the 5100s in great spots to actually fire and do damage. It just was the problem that they couldn't hit their shots. They also had a team kill. I think that's maybe the second time we've ever even seen that this season.
Yeah, that was really strange.
It's insanely out of character, especially for a team that took 3 games off EL yesterday.
There's Caren Tiger. They're ready, man. I bet they're feeling really good after that win right now.
Got fans down in the studio coming from everywhere. The studio is just filling up more and more. Eventually, there's going to be people standing outside.
Too bad they don't have a big screen outside that people can watch at.
I know.
That would have been pretty cool.
Someone's going to have to call the fire marshal in a moment, though. This is just too many people.
No, we don't want to get evicted from our casting desk. So, but yeah, okay. Okay. You know what though? It was only 1 game, which means there's still plenty of time for Reforn to be able to come back and win some of these games.
So the LTTB plan, though, definitely worked. I mean, we were able to rotate with those quite a bit. They were able to threaten. Obelisk always threatening the depot capture point, and then they could come around, and then Obelisk was also able to come behind that IS-3, just kind of surrounding and confusing constantly Reforn. Reforn didn't take the bait. They were in good position. They just need to make sure they hit their shots better. And, I mean, the team kill thing was just a simple, honest mistake, obviously. I don't really want to criticize them too much for that. I mean, it's one of those things where, like, oh, my God, that happened. It's never going to happen again. Let's move on.
Yeah,
you know.
I suppose so.
If it happens again, that's when we really start talking about it. But
then we're going to burn them for it. But anyway, no, I think that game was very well played by both sides. Not many mistakes minus the whole team kill thing. But besides that, not too bad for both of them. And Caren Tiger's looking a lot better than they did yesterday.
Absolutely. But, you know, yesterday they did take their first win and then ended up proceeded losing the next 5 games.
That is so true. Oh, gosh, I hope history does not repeat itself.
Let's hope not, Susan.
That would be awful.
Let's hope we have a better series than what we saw yesterday.
It should be all right. All right, both teams are now preparing again, and we should be going into I was going to say a select, but I was like, what select are we? Oh, tank select, that's what it is. Okay, guys, 120 seconds for them to pick their tanks. And for you guys who don't know, on the top counter here, you can see the 54. It means the tier points, right? And that's how they go.
We have 54 tier points, so you can either have 6 tier 8s and 1 a 6, or you can have 7, or rather 7 and a 6, or 6 and 2 7s. Yeah.
So Caren Tiger look like they're going to go with exactly the same tank setup as game number 1.
Same with Reforn so far. Yep.
And that's fine because Caren Tiger again on the attack once again. Next game they're going to switch sides, but for now it worked for them before. They're going to have to go with it again. Yeah,
I think this is smart for both teams. It was for Reforn just a few missed shots. The responses were good. The reaction time was good. For Caren Tiger, the plan obviously worked, so don't fix it if it's not broken, or however that saying goes.
I absolutely agree. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I think that's how it is. Yeah.
But yeah, this worked out very well for them. I like the LTTBs, very much so. Like I said, these are the tanks that can go ahead and play with the big boys, the tier 8s, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So as a tier 7, the Soviet tier 7 light tank, it can just push with the tier 8s, and it's great.
Yeah, I mean, it also does decent amount of damage. It's not a little weak tank, and it's really fast. So it's like you have 2 scouting tanks that are stronger than scouting tanks, but you lose at tier 8, so that's the trade-off. In this case, it's going to be losing one of the AMXs that they
All right, I think we are very ready to go now, and we are going to head into game number 2 on Himmelsdorf. All right, guys, here we go. RefornGaming versus Caren Tigers, set number 2. And once again, Reforn on the defense.
So same tanks as you mentioned before, exactly the same. Let's see if Caren Tiger approaches this the same way. I would say probably yes, especially considering how we've seen them play this season. When they have a strategy that works, they kind of use it until it doesn't. Or in yesterday's case,
they just keep
until we go to a different map.
Something like that?
Yeah, but
all right.
Let's see. I mean, it looks like they are kind of splitting things off the same way. We're going to see the T-37. It's going to be you on that again. Going to go hide in that corner ASAP.
Here is Modame heading towards the courtyard like we did see him do last game. Caren Tigers opener, all the same as we saw before. However, Reforn, they're going to come way more towards the middle now. You can see that they're surrounding this courtyard. And look at that, Baby, Wang, you, all around. They're just looking for a spot. They know there's got to be at least a spotter in this courtyard right now.
Yeah, so this is something else to point out is you, in this case, hold that thought. BM is taking a ton of damage.
Whoa.
Not sure where that was from. Oh, Polly actually was able to get those shots.
Yeah, no, Shinoza, I think, from the castle area, just going ahead and taking shots at
missing Baby there, though. But what I was going to say is you went to a different location this time because he knew that Modame was going to be hunting for him. He didn't find him, luckily for you, but it did limit his vision somewhat, which I think is part of the reason why BM was caught out a little bit like that. And that's a smart move. That's part of why these LTTBs are strong in the early game here.
All right, here's Baby. He's just going to get into a T-time position and see what he can pick out. Shinoza just making a lot of noise here. He's trying to pull out you. You is on the T-37, however, and he's just going to take a lot of hits. This AMX 5100, the reload time on this is like 2 seconds. He's going to hit, but he misses one. There you go. Now Reforn is down 1 tank, just like it was last game.
You know, it's not a big deal, really, that he has to reload because he's in a very safe location.
Oh,
Opolis, though, he gets caught, but he can actually win this fight.
I think he might be able to. If he could just get that.
If he gets around the corner. Yes,
does.
nice.
If he could just hit BM one more time from the other side.
If BM misses 2 more times, then he's going to be out of rounds. There's the first miss. If he misses this shot.
One more. This is his last shell. If he misses this, that's it. Then Opolis has a free kill.
Okay, last chance, BM. Let's see if he goes for it. Such a tense moment here. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, all of Caren Tigers moving into position.
But it's okay. Reno is on his way. Reno can go ahead and finish this off. Oh, it was Hawami from the long range. He's going to finish off this job. I don't know if that was worth it, though, to go ahead and lose Opolis.
You know, they got a little bit out of position really wanting to get that 5100 that was out of rounds. Now, Polly's out of rounds. Shinoza has reloaded. And we're actually going to see 99 and Modame duel here. 99 in the similar situation, though, because he only has 1 round left.
Off camera, Dekamori does go down, but RefornGaming is the one that's... They're down on tanks, but up in HP. It's kind of funny. Okay, not anymore, but it was.
Yeah, we saw just for a moment there, Polly calling some shots in the comms. And he's almost reloaded. Hawami getting surrounded here. Shinoza's trying to come from behind. He's got all of his rounds live, ready to fire.
You know, this is exactly how I expect Asia games to go, where they're not even anywhere near the base capture, and they're just going to shoot at each other. Try to get rid of this, finish this game off by kills, not by capture.
All right, here comes Shinoza. Baby in a great spot to block, but it's not going to matter because Wang goes down.
And Shinoza is now going to be surrounded. There's Hawami on the other side as well. Shinoza's just going to drive right past him. Polly and Hawami should be able to finish this off.
99 getting some serious damage done on that LTTB as well. He might be able to finish it off. It's going to be close. Yeah, we see that in the background.
Is reloaded. Goodbye. He is gone. And Caren Tigers wins game number 2.
Caren Tigers dominating their LTTB control. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
LTTB should not ever be able to 1v1 5100 with such precision. It should not be happening. And if you're ever in a position where the LTTBs are finding and hunting down your 5100s and then outmaneuvering them, that's a problem.
That is definitely a problem. Those 5100s, as much as their damage output is amazing, once you're out of shells, that's it. You're just a sitting duck at that point.
Absolutely. So, I mean, you really just have to think about your 5100 positioning. Is this a place where I want to keep my 5100? If they're hunting them down, they're either killing them or destroying most of their health and wasting their rounds. If you trade, if you lose, say, LTTB for 5100's 60% of their health and all their rounds, I think that's most of the time worth it, because then somebody else can come finish it off, or it loses its damage, it loses its relevancy, you lose positioning. We saw that for a moment there after those fights. You know, you were like, is it worth it? You look at the hit points. Caren Tiger's down like 1,500 hit points, but they're in the better position. They've got more rounds, and they're going to be able to win the follow-up, and that's what matters. All
right, Caren Tiger's looking really good today. They seem well rested. Everything's great. Everything's great. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, I mean, they look good. Reforn, on the other hand, they're now, of course, on the attack. Let's see how they want to approach this.
All right, so now, guys, we are still on Himmelsdorf, but the sides have been switched. And Reforn is going to be on the attack. Caren Tiger's on the defense.
So already pretty fast lock-ins here on the 3 IS3s and 5100. Are they going to go LTTB on the defense?
I think they are. They're just going to go the same exact lineup, even though they're on the defense.
Now, notice Reforn insta-locks a 12-ton, so that already tells us a little bit how they want to play this for, you know, on the attack. They're going to send that one up early, probably to try to hunt maybe one of these LTTBs.
Quickly, yes.
Or maybe they were expecting a T-37. They wanted to hunt that one down as well. But either way, going into a T-32, again, even on the attack, and then two 5100s. No doubt the next 3 tanks will be IS-3s, right? Or am I crazy? I think that it would be insane to see something else.
IS-3, and an IS-3. Absolutely correct, sir.
All right, so pretty standard lineups for these two. The difference, of course, being the 12-ton versus the LTTBs. And, you know, stylistically, Caren Tiger's still holding on to those tier 7s, and stylistically for Reforn, they're attacking the T-32. Don't know how much I like the T-32 on the attack, but clearly they like it.
They do.
And, you know, these guys are professionals, so there must be an idea here, and we're going to see how it, you know, how it pans out. Having
this AMX 12-ton, I mean, it is an autoloader, but it's a tier 6, right? It's the small one that can zip around. I really feel like that is the counter to these LTTBs, if you can keep up with them.
Sure, you know, or if you can get in a position where you know where the LTTB is going to be, and the 12-ton can do damage from afar. Because an LTTB will crush a 12-ton in a straight-up fight, especially if the LTTB gets the first shot. But if the 12-ton is left to roam, it's faster, and it's also going to be able to, you know, kind of circle around and can win a fight at a distance.
All right, guys, here we go. I think all the tanks have been picked now, and we're going to be on Himmelsdorf. They're going to switch off their sides. All the boys are ready in their booths. I'm excited. But here we go. Let's start off game number 3. Set number 3 between the Chinese team and the Japanese team. We have Caren Tigers are up 2 games, and now they are on the defense.
Okay, so Obelisk again going to be on one of those LTTBs. I know everyone's always wondering about that, and you also on the 12-ton. Everything else kind of standard. Crazy. We do see that 99 and VM are still running the 5100s, even when the sides are swapped.
They are going straight up to the church area, the cathedral area, the church area.
I like to call it the castle.
The castle area.
It feels like a castle.
All right, okay.
Because it's up really high, but.
Okay.
So
there could be monks in there and stuff. You don't know that really.
We really don't know. I mean, it absolutely could be a cathedral.
Okay.
So this is kind of a funny situation. Now what we're seeing from Reforn is a little bit more standard from what we've seen in Asia. It's kind of the push with several tanks to the castle, several to support near the courtyard on the right side into that side capture, whereas Caren Tiger is kind of rushing down to the south, and they might be able to sweep around behind them and get some damage done. But I really like Reforn's position here.
Yep. Okay, yeah. Like you said, they're all up at the castle side. This is different. I'm surprised because Caren Tigers kind of rushed to the railroad track area, and now they're realizing nobody's there.
Okay, well,
and they're kind of pulling back. Keep
in mind, you know, RefornGaming, really similar to EL in a lot of ways to both Chinese teams, and EL does sometimes favor those railroad track type captures on this map, so maybe they're thinking, okay, Chinese team, just like EL, they're probably going to do this, but it's just not the case. The Obelisk is going to come around.
Obelisk does go around, and they knew he was there, but he was able to sneak by. That LTTB control,
so fast.
Man.
So fast. Now, you know, this is a good scout here, and now he can kind of disrupt their push. He's actually going to be supported now by Modame as well.
Is he going to try to go up this and see if he can cut?
Oh my God, he did it. So risky. He gets in though. And now he can actually come from behind.
Oh my gosh, I think he's going to go up into the castle area. Oh my gosh, look at this.
This is so risky, but it could really pay off if he gets a few good shots. It also could really significantly slow down this attempt to get to those corner captures. Okay.
I feel like I shouldn't talk too loud or else I'm going to give away his position.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Now, already some damage put on 299 here. And
that's about it. Again, these games have been so patient.
very different from what we saw yesterday.
Absolutely, and here we go. Reforn is just, they're inching around. They're looking for their prey. That's what it feels like. They're hunting, man.
Well,
BM and Baby hunting some tigers.
It looks like Baby's going to be the only one to go to the corner cap. He's actually not in there yet. He's waiting for some teammates first, but he's already spotted.
Reno already sees him take some damage there.
This is that standard IS3 position I was talking about. Just block the corner cap. If you're there first, it becomes a lot harder for the attacking team to actually get into this, and Reno's right in that spot.
Okay, so you on the 12-ton going to start this base capture, and you can see that there's 2 IS3s right behind him trying to give him that cover fire. The reinforcements are real at this point.
Exactly, and the reason why it's the 12-ton that sits in there, you might be thinking, well, that's risky. That one could die the easiest. It's small enough, though, to where it just simply cannot be hit by an IS-3.
Yeah, and exactly. Like the little ledge kind of allows it to hide.
Exactly.
Behind.
You can see a shot of it right here.
Yeah.
So the IS-3s that are behind it can't go in the capture point or else they'll be hit. But if anyone tries to attack you at this point, their IS-3s are back there with BM on the 5100.
Yeah, again, Shinoza was just way out of position. He came out too far, and he just got hit.
This is why, I think on the attacking side on this map, if you play this style, it's so difficult for the defender. Getting there is the problem, and they were able to do it despite Obelisk's, mild harassments to try to slow them down. They still got there in ample time. Time, of course, the 8th tank on the defending side here.
Oh, Reno is just trying to take some shots onto you, but he can't. He just can't, and he knows if he goes out any further now, he's going to get bombarded by these tier 8s.
If he took that much damage and got the hit, it would have been totally worth it. But he didn't get the hit.
No.
So it's a problem. Because if you get the hit, you reset it. There's only 3 minutes left.
Oh, 99 does take out Obelisk. He was a little thorn to his side there.
Wow, you know what? This is going down to 27 seconds and a huge hit point lead for Reforn. I feel like they could actually put a second tank in there. Looks like Polly's going to try to stop this, but Wang over here with the T-32.
Yes.
Now I see the T-32 plan. This T-32 is going to come here, this Rebel, and block him. But you will actually get hit regardless,
Oh,
Modame.
that was beautiful. Coming from behind, they're just trying to distract them in the front, and then brings over the tanks from behind. That was brilliantly done.
Okay, so even if you look at the hit point lead here, well, it's fading pretty fast for reasons I was about to describe. The tank comp that's left for Caren Tiger is really good for a defensive setup, especially because now 99 is out of rounds, and BM only has 1 left. Keep in mind as well with Modame on the LTTB, if there becomes a situation where the time is running out, you can actually just run away and escape. But they are going to have to deny this base capture first, 20 seconds left. And they actually need to get in there.
All right, well, Modame needs to either stay alive or do some damage. It's going to be one or the other. He cannot do damage and die.
Somebody's going to have to do damage in 12 seconds, or this game is going to end.
10 seconds left, and they really need to do something about it. Now there's 4 tanks in this base capture. Modame is just going to die right here.
He tries and he misses, and I think that's going to be game here.
Shinoza is back up. He does have his rounds, but no, base capture. Time's out.
And that was really, I don't know, just really anticlimactic there at the end. The zoning was too good. I mean, you would have thought if he could hit him just 1 or 2 more times, the time will run out. He's on an LTTB, he can escape. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I feel like the strategy there for both teams was really good. It was insanely standard for Reforn, but the response was solid. The IS-3 in the exact right spot. It's just that they couldn't get those hits on you. You was in a perfect spot. They had not only the 2 IS-3s for coverage, but they had a 5100 on 99, and then BM was on the side as well. And JY as well actually was coming from an even different angle to help protect. So that one 12-ton, which is part of the reason why they picked it, because it's a little bit smaller than the T-37 as well.
That was really, really well done, I have to say. It really was.
I mean, it was just enough time bought to where eventually Caren Tigers had to basically take some poor engagements. That's kind of how that works.
Well, wow. Okay, so it looks like the attackers at this point are really making a
Let's see if Reforn can do it again, though.
Let's see if Caren Tigers changes up their tank list.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. They definitely could.
It doesn't look like it. The 2 LTDBs go. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see Reforn do the same. 12-ton first, T-32. I'm going to drop the 5100s and then the 3
IS-3s. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe all 4 games then on this map, regardless of which side they are, they're just going to go with the same tank lineup.
Yep. I think this makes sense though. I mean, there was one slight variation. It's Reforn is taking a 12-ton approach, whereas Caren Tiger was taking a totally different sort of engage approach. Like, they wanted to win by elimination, not by capture, whereas Reforn was thinking the opposite. So, okay. Looks like there was discussion about whether or not they wanted to add maybe even like a 1390.
No way. The IS-3s are definitely coming in for the Reforn. Yeah.
They decided to stay with what's standard, but they didn't lock in right away. You know, maybe they wanted some more time before they go into the game, or maybe there was
all a mind game.
Could have been. I think a 1390 would have been pretty crazy. Like, it's okay to put a 1390 and not a 5100, but not a 1390 and not an IS-3. On the attack especially, you need those IS-3s.
All right, so one more time, we are going to use the exact same tanks as we go into the 4th game on Himmelsdorf. This is the last time we're going to see Himmelsdorf for these 2 teams. And, yeah, see if Reforn can do it again, then the score is up 2-2.
Yep. Alrighty. Last game on Himmelsdorf.
Okay, guys, here we go. Set number 4. We're going to head into the game right now. All right, here we go. RefornGaming versus Caren Tigers, set number 4. The score is 2 to Caren Tigers and 1 to RefornGaming. And Reforn on the attack once again. Again, the same tanks. There's Polly. There's our scientist.
Yeah.
The physics PhD.
Yeah. We saw a shot of, I think it was JY for a second there. It was looking a bit distraught. Okay, this is something different. Okay, this is going to be something I don't think he agrees with. I think that's JY in there. I'm not 100% sure.
Wait a second. Are they all going up to the castle side?
Yeah, looks like every single one of them, including the 12-ton.
Yeah.
So this is really going to throw Caren Tiger off. Of course, they're going to set up for normal defense here. Coverage, LTDB is coming around from the back for that harass, but with this big, massive push up to the top, I mean, there's obviously potential for damage here.
Yes, so, okay, the 12-ton obviously a bit faster than the other ones. He's going to go ahead and scout out the castle area, see if he could see a layout of where the Caren Tigers might be right now.
Yeah, he's going to be like, okay, there's Polly, there's Swami. That's where those 2 tanks are. They're at the exact same place you'd expect them to be.
Yep.
Now look at this, Susie. We're actually going to have a split. Some of these tanks are waiting sort of on the left side of the castle, and they're actually going to go through that little narrow area. And this could actually give them potential to kill an LTTB if Opolis is going for that harassing, and they could just kind of wait for him there.
Oh, Modame is hiding, and he knows that there's something up. He is standing and not at the courtyard, but there's a smaller courtyard. Yeah, there's like a smaller courtyard on the bottom of the map here. But this is really interesting. This is a tactic that we haven't seen in a while. We did see this over the summer.
Yeah.
And we've got just all areas of this castle are just kind of covered right now by RefornGaming.
This is a horseman strategy, right? This is a run gaming strategy. This is one of those types of plays where you see just a super aggressive strategy that you normally don't do. Most of the time, you just do it every now and then to throw your opponents off. I
like to point out that it's really interesting that Caren Tigers are just spread all the way apart everywhere.
They still have a solid coverage of the base capture at the wall, you know, the corner cap. They have 2 5100s that are blasting tanks that come down the corner. And if any other tanks go around the south, if they rotate, they've got vision of this. So I think Caren Tiger actually has a big advantage right now because they're just simply eating the clock, saying, okay, I'll just wait and see what you guys are trying to do. Either way, I'm going to be okay. And the longer you just take to decide what you're going to do, that's better for us.
Absolutely. Like we've been saying time and time again, the clock is your 8th tank, right? If you're on the defense, it can go ahead and it plays to your advantage.
Yeah.
So as long as Caren Tigers can just let it run down, I mean, there's still, yes, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, but once it hits that 3.5 mark.
Yeah. See, look at this. They try to come in here. They're using a T-32 behind that rubble. But they took so much damage already. Shinoza, though. Uh-oh.
It's taking a lot of damage. And he's going to go down, but it looks like BM is going to go down. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade at this point.
Oh, baby, can he get the kill? Hawami is so low.
He is low. He is out of rounds. There's nothing he can do. And I like that Reforn is going ahead and picking off members. However, Caren Tigers all together here in this corner. They're going to come around. Oh, man, this is just a big...
I don't know if it's good for them to actually try to chase Baby here. I think it's better to just form up. They kind of traded pretty evenly. You know, it's 5-5 tanks at this point. And, you know, they're at a place where trying to engage underneath 5100. 99 has 4 or 6 of his rounds, 2/3 of his rounds left, whichever way you want to put it. Plus, they have a 12-ton, so a straight-up engage is not what Caren Tiger wants to do, especially not going around a corner where you're extremely vulnerable. I think it's better to just try to deny the capture again and let this timer run out.
Absolutely. I'm looking here. I mean, both of their 5100s are out for Caren Tiger.
Opalist control there, insane. Forcing the ricochet.
Good.
Now, you at this point is kind of chilling in the base cap, but they've got plenty of time to worry about this.
Oh, look at these IS-3s all in a row. We've seen this before where they're just going to focus fire whoever comes around the corner. But you know what? Reforn is also going to give them a dose of their own medicine, do the same thing.
Okay, this is the most important moment of this game right now. Opalist needs this kill if Caren Tigers is going to take this win.
Oh, he misses, and Yu does a great job of avoiding him.
You could still win this fight. He's only got 1 shot left, though.
Opalist.
He hits it. Oh, Opalist should be able to take this kill.
One more shot, and he takes it.
Meanwhile, over here, a pretty even trade on this side of things. Now let's see if Opalist can actually finish off Baby. Looks like Modame is going to get it.
Oh, this is working out so well for Caren Tigers. I was actually really worried about them for a while, but...
You know what? With 2 LTTBs left, I don't think Reforn can win this game because they could just simply run away. And RG99 over here is just out of rounds.
Out of rounds until 15 seconds. M1 is down to 19 HP. There's no way he's going to be able to survive this. He goes down. We have 99 here, but he can't outrun an LTTB.
He's burning down as well. He's burning. He's got no fire extinguisher. Okay, he does. He uses it now, but it won't matter.
But it doesn't matter. Little by little, Opalist just going to shut him down. He can't do anything.
And there he goes. Caren Tiger going to take that 3rd win, going into an advantage on map 2. Very well played by this team.
That was hilarious. You cannot outrun LTTBs. You just can't.
It's just not going to happen. So that fight, though, with Opalist versus the 12-ton, I guess it was you on that again, was the most important fight.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, was it really? Wasn't you on there? But it was so important because that was the fight that allowed both LTTBs to be alive to outmaneuver the rest of those tanks. And I don't know, we didn't see what happened on screen on the other fight. It wasn't as important, so Observer made the right choice to show us that one. But it was cool to see that somehow Caren Tiger was also able to avoid dying versus that 5100. Now, Susie, I've got good news again. Lakeville is a 2nd map.
Lakeville! We love Lakeville. This is the best map. Again, this is one of the newer maps this season. We haven't been able to see it all that much over the summer, and now here we go. We're already seeing it twice this weekend. What did I do to deserve this?
I don't know, Susie. I guess we just did a great job. Now, let's take a look at this fight again, just because it was cool.
This was
Now look at how
amazing.
he's 2 seconds away from reloading. 1 second away. And now he can't because he's too damaged. He uses fire extinguisher instead, and boom, he's done.
Wow.
Ouch. Polly. It's like, sup.
That was so good.
Now, Lakeville's the kind of map that once I retire from World of Tanks commentary is where I'd like to live. Just go over there and kind of chill.
Yep, I'm just gonna live right over by the path side.
I'm gonna stay in the city near the docks.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be on the other side of the lake.
But I want a vacation home to the top left of the map. That's why I want 2 homes in my vacation area on Lakeville.
All right, guys, here we go. So now we're going into game number 5, and here's our if they pick the same tanks again, I'm just going to laugh.
This map, most viable strategies in the entire play pool of different tanks, different ways of moving. So responding is obviously really important. The defending team usually wants to do a catch-all where they have a tank composition that can deal with both sides. Now T-54s coming in here for Reforn means that they're probably going to send a few tanks down through the valley. And we're seeing 1390s actually teched in here for Caren Tiger, which is interesting. It does give you a lot of extra damage. But we are going to see a Waffen, Susie.
Oh, shoot. They are bringing out a Waffen.
Now the tank destroyer, the Waffen here, can definitely be useful in the city should Reforn try to push their way through there.
You know what? That's an Obelisk pick, isn't it? Oh, shoot. We have a burnt on RefornGaming.
And this is starting to get pretty crazy. Now we have seen Obelisk himself on this map push through the valley with the FP304, the Burt. But this time it's Reforn that picks it up, and they're going to lock in another IS-3 to close things out. A lot of missing damage, though, I have to say, for Reforn.
This is really interesting.
Only one 5100, so the damage, just simply put, isn't there. And with Caren Tiger having 2 1390s and a Waffen, they need to be very careful, and they need to actually be very slow and patient with how they do this. I think this is going to be a split push towards the edge of the city. T-54s and the Burt going to the Valley.
All right, I really like this MT25 pick. We haven't seen it really in the entire normal season, but you know what? It's a tiny, tiny little tank. Perfect for hiding in bushes, perfect for that path area as well. And so this is really interesting, and it's super fast. It's just like an RU251 where it just like zips around even faster than the LTTB.
So that's going to be the tank that goes to scout the path, most likely.
Most likely, that's what I'm going to assume. Yeah.
I'm expecting the Waffen either going to be on the edge, facing out towards the south, or it's going to go towards the docks. We'll see, which way they want to use it. But it's all about those T-54s and the Burt. Most likely going to the Valley. And does that cause enough disruption for Reforn to actually set up a capture? They might even slowly bring those IS-3s over as well. But like I said before, this map, so many different potential strategies. We just have to kind of wait and see.
Yes, we do. This is really exciting. We're going to go into game number 5. Welcome to Lakeville, everyone. RefornGaming versus Caren Tigers, set number 5, and here we go. Okay, you is going to be on the Burke, and like I said, Obelisk on the MT25. Oh no, Obelisk on the 25. I thought he was going to be on the
on the Waffen.
On the Waffen. It's Dekamori on the Waffen.
Yeah, we've seen Dekamori play the Waffen before on Himmelsdorf. Never on this map though. And Obelisk on the MT25 does make sense now. The Korean commentators, of course, freaking out a lot about this Burt pick. We have seen this before. It was Obelisk himself who did it, and maybe this is kind of him, teasing them a little bit, being like, I could do this better.
Exactly. I've never seen, obviously, these Chinese teams, we haven't been able to see them, how they perform on a Burt before, but this, the FV304 pick, quite interesting here, especially on Lakeville.
Okay, so let's keep an eye. T-54s are going towards the Valley already.
Already he is taking some shots. Hasn't hit anyone just yet, but definitely,
the Burt connected.
Whoa!
An insane shot. Now he's going to try for another.
He's going to try for another. Oh, man!
Nearly connects.
He wants to get rid of that Waffen so fast.
You know what? If that Waffen doesn't move, he's actually going to take another shot.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, looks like he missed it, but this is really interesting. So, again, Obelisk going to the Valley to check for these sorts of pushes. There are 2 T-54s over there.
The MT-25, just, again, very, very fast tank. He's the one who's going to go scout. Realizes that there's no one over there right now, though.
All right, well, it looks like he's firing somewhere else now. Not at Sinai anymore. Okay, so the IS-3s are eventually going to have to push towards that Valley point if that's how they want to do this.
Oh, BM is on the horizon. Oh my gosh, it's so close. these bird shots, man.
Dekamori Sinai is not in a position to do anything right now. He just kind of has to sit there and tank the bird shots.
It does, but remember, Caren Tiger on the defense right now. They don't have to move, really. You're going to wait for Reforn to see what kind of strategy they have in store.
I highly favor Caren Tigers in this moment because Reforn has not been able to gain any ground. They're kind of just sitting inside the city. They've got 2 T-54s out on the map. Well, actually, one is just coming back home, but they're not really accomplishing anything. I think it's actually BM who's on the path, and he's over there, not able to see anybody, not able to hit anybody, and it makes the T-54 picks look kind of weak.
Whoa, that was an amazing shot!
I mean, this is them actually getting a lot of damage done and potentially going to get a kill. But this is burning so much time.
Dekamori needs to leave this area. One more shot. Let's see if he can do it. All right. Get out, dude. Get out.
Now, keep in mind that this is the reason why I couldn't leave is because M1 on the T-54 across the lake is actually going to be so much cover fire.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, he's taking too much damage as well. I think actually they can start pushing out now, and they are. Here they come. They're going to try to come out of the city.
They are going to oh my gosh, and they are going to travel as a pack right now. Polly goes down. Reno looks like he's going to be focus fired as well. This guy is so good. He's like almost as good as Obelisk.
He might be better than Obelisk, at least on this map. He's totally doing it. I mean, I don't even know what to say. The 99 taking a ton of damage here, though. And they are kind of haphazardly rushing out, but they have such an advantage, I don't think it'll matter. I think they can just simply overwhelm these tanks at this point.
And with that bird, they were able to chip down the HP of these guys so quickly. Modame taking some damage. He's going to go down. Hawami just running away right now because he's down on a 25-minute reload timer.
Yeah, and if you hits any more shots on any of these tanks, kind of blind, could actually kill them because they're all so low. Shinoza's very low. There goes Nicholas Minoru, and that was used. Burt shot again, he gets the kill.
Oh.
Down goes Madame as well. This is looking like this is the end here for game number 1 on Lakeville.
That was such a good composition. What a great idea to use that Burt here. Opolis like, oh, my team needs me now. I need to come back. But it might be too late, dude.
It's definitely too late. M1 with some sick cover fire. I'd like to see the stats and how much damage he's been able to put out of this game.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. JY is just going to come around, see if he can shoot. Oh, well, there he goes. Hawami is down. Opolis, a little too late to the party.
The last tank standing. A laugh comes to the crowd.
Oh, gosh. Opolis like, I should have been on that Burt.
Yeah. You know what, Susie? I'm going to call it right now.
Yeah.
Opolis is picking the Burt next game.
round.
He's going to challenge him. He's going to do it.
Oh, gosh. There's nothing
I think he's actually just going to let it time out, to be honest. Probably. Like, I mean, I guess there's theoretically he could win. It's theoretically he could actually kill Wang here. Let's see. Nope. Not going to happen. All right, so Reform will take their second win, putting us in the 3-2 score. So far, pretty fun series.
That was actually pretty awesome. I love the usage of this Burt. It's, you know what, and it's so amazing to watch someone else besides Opolis perform amazing on it. Wow, look at them.
All right, I have to say, Reform really impressing again. This is a really close series, our closest one yet.
This is pretty great. Look at the damage that he's done here. That on the Burt, I think he did
2,100 damage.
Yeah, you guys can't see it right now, but 2,100.
And M1 also 2,000 damage. Those two carried that game so hard.
That was
2,000 damage each.
That was amazing.
M1 from the lake, uncontested. Opolis didn't touch him. Nobody came over there. Nobody dealt with him. That's why Dekamori couldn't leave. You know, it's like if you're watching this and you don't understand that M1 is giving so much cover fire, people at home probably going, why doesn't he just move? Why is he taking the damage? Like if he shows his face for 1 second, M1 is to blow him up.
M1 has his turret just faced that way. There's no way he could do anything else.
Exactly.
But wow.
All right.
There is Caren Tiger.
Let's see if we're going to see that counter Burt from Opolis. I feel it coming on.
Come on, Opolis. Let's show us what
you're made of. Show us you are the best in the world if you are. All right, 3 IS-3s locked in instantly.
Okay. Oh, LTTBs.
Great counter to the Burt, though. A great counter because they can hunt him, find him, and kill him.
Okay.
So no Burt, no counter Burt, but they have the counter to the Burt on these LTTBs.
Do they think they're on Himmelsdorf still? I don't understand this because I understand the LTTBs. It looks like they want to defend more from the city side.
Yep, they're going to be a little bit more aggressive. They're not going to be as passive. Let's see if we see that Burt again. They might not do it. They might actually just totally switch the strat. Nope, they're doing it.
Oh, there it is.
All right, this is so fun. Everybody likes to watch an Artie player. Everybody's favorite player is an Artie player, right? It's unique, it's exciting, it's one of the most difficult things in the game to actually do, to know where your opponent is, first of all, without having vision, and then be able to hit those shots consistently. And you're also such a liability as well, because if you mess it up, your tank is weak, you're not going to be able to fight in the later stages.
And if you get caught out first, then your team is essentially down a tank, you know? And it's a gamble, but you know what? Reform showed us that they are very good at it. A very good Artie player.
You just in general is a super technical tier 6 player, just like Opolis. It's like these two are born to be rivals. And I'm excited to see how this one pans out because obviously Caren Tiger has now countered blindly here this Burt play with the LTTBs. Now if they can find him and eliminate him early on, like you said, it's like they're missing a tank. It's like a wasted tank pick there.
Yep, and here we go. We're going to go straight into the next game. We're going to see if Reforn can do it again, guys. All right, set number 6 on Lakeville. We have Caren Tiger on the defense again. The score is so close. It is 3-2, and we're gonna take a look. Oh, there's Cow Thief.
Cow Thief studying up.
KONGDOO team. He's like, I need to look at my opponents.
So I'll study for next season, but too bad you didn't make the finals like us. For those watching, that's of course like the best and most popular member of KONGDOO, the best Korean team who will be playing in the finals after this. So stay tuned. I know this is really sick, but it's going to get even better.
Even better. All right, guys. So here we go.
So watch the LTTBs where they go. One is going directly to counter M1's position. He wants to stop M1 from being able to do that, but this is a totally different move.
This is awesome. RefornGaming, they're going to take their entire team and go towards the valley side. We haven't seen this at all during this weekend. It's they're just like, you know what? They expect us to be in the city. So, you know, we're going to go over to the valley side. You can see here, they are wide open. There is no one defending that base capture number 1.
Yeah.
Even the LTTB here, you can see is going up the path side. There's no one there.
Yeah, he wants to try to counter M1's play from last game. It's just not happening that way. Obviously, Caren Tiger is starting to realize this, though. But I think their response is actually incorrect. Not because they're making it the wrong choice. It's just based on the information they have. It's just not what they want to do. It looks okay, but what they really want to be doing is actually defending the first capture point, not going up to the top.
Yep, Obelisk is on the other side of this mountain. He doesn't know. JY does take some damage.
Yeah, this is one of the problems with this. You know, JY is out of position because he's kind of on guard here, and he might go down early on, which will give Caren Tiger a tank lead. But position-wise, still the better situation for Reforn, who's about to start capping the opposite side of the map.
And there are now 2 tanks in there. The base capture is going to go down. 45 seconds already. JY does go down, but
he did his job.
He definitely did. He was able to look at the mini-map, guys. Almost every member of Caren Tigers are over in the city. Yeah. What can they do to stop this in 20 seconds?
It was just a misjudged.
Oh gosh, you joining this party now. It is down to 18 seconds.
And now actually they're going to try to block him. 99 is coming over to try to block Modame and Shinoza from doing anything about this. I think this is just going to simply be a base capture win. They need to get in there like right now.
Do something right. Oh, Modame does take a hit. That was awesome.
But still, this is getting down pretty fast, and they could even put a 4th tank in there. You know, if 99 came back.
All right, so 99 is going to get focus fired down. This
is can he get the kill first, though? No.
Obelisk needs to come around and deny this base capture, but that's not going to happen. I think they're going to go ahead and win
1 second left.
1 second.
And they get it. It's going to be a base capture win here for RefornGaming, tying it up 3-3.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
Really just the incorrect response from Caren Tiger. You know, I don't want to say they played badly, but they got tricked. They got duped. They sent everybody to the north. They wanted to try to hunt down the bird. This is how you can take a blind tank pick, make your opponent think you're doing something else, and then just totally trick them and do the exact opposite of what they're thinking just by picking the bird. Was the bird effective in that game? No, absolutely not. It didn't do anything. It sat in a capture point.
Hey.
But because there's a bird on the map, you think they're doing one thing, but they're doing the other, and it's really tricky.
It is really tricky. You know, what I don't understand is when they saw the timer go down, why didn't they send Obelisk, who was right on the mountainside, they were on the path side, to just come over and at least deter them from capping that base?
They should have done it faster. They did it eventually, but I think they were scared the Obelisk was just going to get focused down, and they would have been down a tank, and they might have lost by elimination because there's still so much time on the clock. But he should have come in a bit earlier. They also should have tried to go for like a bit more of a Hail Mary than they did. They just kind of let it go.
They're just like, I think, oh crap. Oh,
it's almost like a surrender, right? Yeah.
So all right, here we go. Then it's tied now, 3-3.
3-3. This could actually go to a tiebreaker. It absolutely could happen.
Okay, here we go. Lakeville, RefornGaming really showing us what they're made of on this map. And,
now, Caren Tiger with 1 T54, but bringing in 5100s, and then M44. So Obelisk on a different kind of SPG here. We haven't seen this one since the beginning of the season. We used to see Obelisk play this Artie, this SPG a lot on mines, as well as the Burt. You kind of use them interchangeably. There's a little bit more damage, longer cooldown. You know, there's pros and cons.
Right, there's a 15-second cooldown on this tank, but you know what? It does a ton of damage. If you can get a critical hit on it, it's almost like 700 to 800 damage.
It's like, are you good? Are you the best Artie player in the world? Yeah, you should probably play this one on this map. So
it's like, well, you're going to take Burt? Fine, I'll show you what I could do on the M44.
I felt like we were going to see Obelisk challenge this. It ended up being after we switched sides, but still. And I think it's solid on the defense here as well.
Yeah. Okay, so pretty standard here. They only have 1 T54, which means everything else very, very slow. M44 is going to have to hide away somewhere, but yeah, here we go.
This is going to be interesting.
Score is tied up, 3-3.
3-3 indeed.
All right, and here we go into the next match. there's a...
So,
There's a...
I think the signs were marked incorrectly initially,
okay.
but I think it's fixed. But did they spawn on the wrong side?
I'm not sure.
No, they spawned on the right sides, but I think there's some sort of other problem.
Right.
Definitely a mistake, though, because I noticed that the colors were wrong on the tank select screen, which is throwing me off a bit. And Reforn are not moving.
All right, so we're getting told that the FV304 might have been a mispick right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he didn't lock it in the screen select, but it's in the game, so they accidentally chose it. Okay, so let me explain how this works for you guys. When we have that tank pick screen, that's not actually them locking the tanks in real time. It's in a different thing that's designed for our production, right? So after they do that, they go into a custom game and then select all the tanks they locked in. In this case, you did not select the tank that he locked in. Probably just simply a mistake. I don't think he's going to get penalized or anything like that, but we will have to have a regame because it's not the tank that he selected officially, so he can't use it. So you select the tank, and then you go to a lobby and actually select it again, but you have to pick the tank that you said you were going to pick.
Right, and we saw that, okay.
So
we saw that wasn't there.
He said he was doing a 12-ton, and then he picked the Burt, so he's not allowed to do that.
Yep,
Probably
so we're going to have to go ahead and check this out.
No, I hope that he meant to put the 12-ton in it. It's not like he wanted to play the Burt, now he can't. I also just kind of want to see the two. I want to see Opalist versus you, two SPGs fighting each other. Like trying to. Obviously, they're not going to try to hunt each other, but if they did, that would be so fun.
That would be really fun. If that was the case, I'm going to give.
What if there were the last two tanks left, and they had to like shoot each other across the map, and there was no time limit? How sick would that be? That would be the best. That would be the most exciting thing ever.
I would give the edge to Opalist in that one. With the M44, if he went straight up to the Burt and was like, dude, I'm taking you out.
We should actually just ask for a show match between these two. After all the finals is over, we just do one exhibition match, 1v1.
That would be absolutely hilarious.
On mines,
actually.
It has to be mines.
No. I want it on steps.
On steps?
We're just like totally open, and there's nowhere to hide. And
that
you just
would be crazy, actually. That's a good
point.
Or,
dude, what if we had like a 7v7 of just SPGs?
That would be cool. But I want to see the grudge match 1v1.
All right, guys.
So again, we just had like a small oopsie daisy, pick the wrong tank. You know, that's okay. Just got to make sure we get everyone out of the game, which sometimes takes a little bit of time. But we got referees in here and whatnot. Our WGL people super helpful.
They are helpful. They've been very, very good all summer long.
Yeah.
For the online tournament as well as here live.
And let me tell you, to keep things in line for a 7v7 with actually like sometimes 14v14 almost lineups where you're switching players in and out all the time, to keep everybody connected, to keep everything together with 14 players in the game at any given time, 5 observers, make sure everybody's logged in and all the tanks are perfect and everything else. I'm like, that's pretty hard. That takes a lot of work. So shout outs to our admins for actually holding everything together through the chaos of the earlier season.
All right. Well, here you can see there's the Caren Tigers. And our buddies, they're just ready to get things started. You can see they're quite antsy here.
So the lobby is remade, and U is on the 12th ton. So everything's okay.
Everything's changed? All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and start this game. Set number 7, RefornGaming versus Caren Tiger.
Okay, so that's... Just simply put, he accidentally locked in the Burt in the custom lobby, and they didn't notice until the game started. Yeah. Now everything's fine. All right, so Opalist is going to have an opportunity with the M44. We haven't seen this in several weeks. Like we saw this in like week 2, week 3 a lot of the round robin, but at the later stages, it kind of completely fallen out. We only saw the Burt. And of course, in China, we saw the SU-8, but that's, a different story.
All right, so here we go. The 12-ton is going to go ahead into the city area, while RefornGaming, they're just going to go, it looks like they're going to head over to the valley side and where the mountains are.
Yeah. All right.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, they're like all going over there. They're like, well, it looks like Caren Tiger don't really care about this valley side, so we will head over that way.
This is kind of strange. It is kind of a blind counter to what they think Caren Tiger is going to do. But if they actually push through the city, this could have been disastrous. Either way, I see Opalist set up now. Remember, every shot he takes on the M44 takes a lot longer to reload. Here's his first shot.
Yep, here's the first shot. Does he hit? Yes, he does. Baby takes a lot of damage there.
And notice how long it takes to reload. You can just see it on that bar there.
Yep.
All right, 99 on the 1390.
Yu is burning down, though. He is taking some damage. Where's your fire extinguisher?
He uses it. You can see the consumables there at the bottom. He does take it, so he's going to survive a bit longer. Opalus, if he makes the shot, though, could finish him off. I think he's a bit too far away.
He's a bit far away, but all right, so here's Yu with 106 HP left now.
Man, Opalus could use just the tier 6 rivals in this series. It's actually so cool. Yu's going to actually hide in the bush here. He knows he's not going to be useful until a fight later on where he can do that extra damage without being spotted, basically. And he doesn't want Opalus to find him.
Okay, it looks like here Reforn, well, Yu is just kind of hiding in the bush inside the city area. Just be some eyes for this team. Caren Tiger need to do something, though. It's 5 minutes left on the clock, and they're nowhere near these base captures.
I'd say they've got about another minute to keep chipping with Opalus, but Opalus needs to hit these shots. His last 3 haven't connected with anybody. All right, they're just trying to test the water here. Is there anybody waiting for us in the city? They know that Yu is likely to be somewhere nearby. Okay,
yeah. Well, I mean, obviously they saw in the city there was nobody from Reforn there, so they're going to have to spread out and see where everyone is. This is...
Uh-oh, Shinoza's coming up here.
He sure is, and BM, I feel like, feels the fact that there's damage coming at him.
Yeah, he knows. He's like, wait a minute, he wouldn't be staying if he didn't have friends. All right, Opalus is going to take another shot here in just a minute. Let's see if it connects.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so now we have these 3 IS-3s, and they're going to come along the southern part of the map. But as we saw earlier, there's a bunch of tanks that's coming down the valley side from the north as well. So I think they're trying to do a surround. I don't know how effective it's going to be. Dekomori does take quite some damage at this point.
Yeah, I have to say Dekomori's positioning on Lakeville has been a bit weaker
yeah, it has
than some of the Reform players. Well, let's see if Opalus can get any more damage done, because he's so far away, it's going to be difficult at this point. Long getting some serious damage done here as well. I like Reform's position, to be honest. Caren Tiger's getting that 320 marks coming up where it's like, well, you really got to find something here.
Dekomori, man, he just keeps on taking damage and he's not... Oh!
There we go. 1,000 damage.
And this is why the M44 is amazing.
Oh, Reform's going after that. They're like, I've had enough. And Renault's taking a ton of damage. Great focus fire here on Renault, but he stays alive. And actually a good tea time there around a rock.
Kawami, he's going to just try to take out 99 here. 99 does take out Renault, but it...
Oh, look at BM trying to save the shot there. Look at him trying to protect 99, because 99 is the damage dealer. Yu goes down finally.
Oh, but 99, he does take him down.
99 falls. BM takes some damage. That was still a good position for Reform. If BM can survive, Polly's out of rounds here.
Polly needs to get back. Shinoza does have a couple shells left.
This is essentially a 4v3 in Reform's favor if Opalus can't make some shots.
But BN does go down. It is a 3v3 now.
Yep.
And everyone is basically on cooldown. Oh, man.
It's going to be very difficult for Opalus to actually finish anybody off. What I would do if I were Reform is try to push through the valley and get a shot, get an angle on the second capture point. If you can hold it for just a little bit longer, then you'll be able to win no matter what, because with the T-32, especially with the T-54 with you, you'll be able to survive pretty much anything, and you can actually win by timeout. Trying to win this by a straight-up fight is going to be difficult.
Oh, wow. M1 quickly hiding behind this house here. He knows that he's one of the few members left.
He's Opalus' primary target.
Shoot.
And here we go. He's ready, and he hits it. Oh, it was Modame actually gets the kill, but still. Oh, it was really exciting for a moment there. Sorry, my voice like went to the next level.
All right, quickly it's become a 2v4, and it looks like Caren Tiger it looked like Reform really had this game.
Well, they still could have it. It depends on Polly's shots here. If he hits him right on the turret, because that's a T-32, he's waiting for the perfect shot.
Polly has 3 shells left.
Oh, that was a sick dodge by Wong. He didn't get hit by Opalus, and he hit Polly right on the nose. And now, I think Reform's got this. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. They actually have to eliminate these 2 players. Base capture no option.
Shinoza is finally up, however. He does have his full rounds now.
Yeah, and they're trying to actually surround Wong, and also Opalus gets a hit. Okay, 1 minute and 17 seconds.
Chinoza goes off and kills him off. Baby is the last one standing. He's going to hide back here.
They need to just get on the capture point.
Yes, they do.
Or they could kill Baby, but that's a risk if they miss it, if he survives.
Oh, wow.
If Baby survives for just 60 more seconds.
There
it's
you
not
go.
going to happen. Great
Opolis.
shot.
Whoa, all three of them really focusing on this one tank.
Opolis with clutch plays there. Insane damage. Very close game.
That was so well done.
Now, Susie, the main question is, did he mean to lock in the Burt? Did you want to play the Burt and he accidentally locked in the wrong tank and tank select, or did he accidentally lock it in the lobby? We don't know, but I think we're about to find out. If he picks a 12-ton again, we'll know that was his plan. If he picks a Burt, it's going to be that challenge. It's going to be Opolis versus you, the two rivals here.
That was great. That was absolutely good. And now this could be game point. If Caren Tiger wins one more, that's it. They go ahead and win that third place round.
Opolis with top 3 damage in that last game. Just looking at our score screen here. Polly and Chinoza racking up a lot of damage as well.
That was Opolis.
Actually, you know what? Modame had the top damage at 2,350 and 3 kills on a T-54. That's insane. That's accuracy.
He was the cleanup crew, man. He was the cleanup crew. He just went around and just like killed off everything that was low. Very, very well done by that team.
Match point for Caren Tiger. If they win this, it's over. So Reforn really needs a focus going into this one. I think it's all about use. Does he pick the Burt, or is he going to go 12-ton? I want to see the Burt. I want it, Susie.
You want the Burt fight?
Yes, I do.
The Burt fight.
All right, could be the last game of the third place match. $4,000 difference here. Double the money on the line.
Double the money, double the fun.
All right.
That's what I think. Okay, here
3
we go.
IS-3s. Probably going to see a second T-54. 2 T-54s already for Reforn.
They're going with the same AMX 5100s and then the M44. It looks like, I mean, he was very, very successful on that. I think that's what they're going to go for. There you go, the M44.
There it is. But does you accept the challenge? Is he going to bring his own Artie? A third T-54, which means a lot of lost damage, and a 59-16. So no, we're not going to be seeing another one of those Arties. What's the last tank going to be? Probably a 5100, right? I would say if they don't go for 5100, I'm a bit skeptical about this. If they go for another T-54, it could be really cool. T-32?
Yeah, T-32.
Lacking a lot of damage on this one, Susie. Not a whole lot of damage here for Reforn. They're going to have to hope for an early advantage. Maybe an early push.
I'm still trying to digest what RefornGaming is trying to do with this lineup. Gosh,
I feel like
59-16. I mean, that's like the same thing as an AMX 12-ton, just the Chinese tank.
Yeah, I mean, there's some slight variations, but it's a smaller target, like slightly. I mean, it's like so slight. I'm still not even 100% sure if it's smaller, but I think it's a little bit smaller.
It's a tiny bit smaller.
But I feel like
5-round autoloader as opposed to the 12-ton with 6, right? But
this is a really slow lineup. I don't feel like there's a lot of potential here. I think they're just hoping that they just have the better shots and they actually win by elimination. Let's see. I mean, they've got 2 T-54s. They can definitely use that mobility to their advantages. This could be our last game of our third place match.
It really could be if Caren Tigers does it. All right, let's go ahead into the game and see how it works. All right, guys, set number 8. This could be it. If Caren Tigers takes this win, they can go ahead and win this series. They will be 3rd place. They are up 4 games to Reforn's 3. Reforn now on the defense.
You know, earlier I was saying maybe they wanted to win by elimination with a good fight, but the more I think about it, with this composition, I think they want to try to win by timeout. They want to stall out Caren Tiger, and they want to take even trades until the end where they have their T-54s that can escape, and they can time out with them by just simply living until there's not enough time for cap and then running away. Let's see how this one pans out, and let's see how much Opolis can get done. Insane damage last game. So far already missing a shot. No connection here. He is the playmaker. He's the most important one.
Yeah, he is. All right, here. This is very different from how Reform was playing last time. You taking a lot of damage there.
Takamori takes him out.
Oh,
so
wow.
An early lead here. Look at this interesting position here for Reform.
I was going to say, they playing totally different from how they were last game.
Is this good, though? It makes them insanely vulnerable right now. You can see Yu is out. You know, that was a shot of him right there. He's done. Now, Opolis can hit so many tanks because they're all stacked up right here. I think this is like the exact thing that Opolis would want for them to be doing. They're in a great defensive position if there's no Burt. Opolis just needs to connect with some shots. He missed again, so he's got 8 seconds up before he can fire. And they're actually going to try to approach this.
Yeah, this is really, really strange. They're just going to stay right on the city side. Nobody really wants to leave. I think Caren Tiger just wants to finish this
I think this is a mistake by Caren Tiger. They didn't realize everyone's waiting here. That's why we didn't see Opolis firing on them, because they just simply didn't know where they were.
Oh, Reno, don't go too far.
They need to back off.
Yep.
They all need to pull back. They're actually going to fight this, and I think this is a mistake. Reform in a much better position here. But there's much more damage on Caren Tiger's side. Remember, no real autoloader damage for Reform, and we're starting to see that come in here. Shinoza doing a lot of damage. Okay, wow, Pauly does take a lot, but you know what? He's able to withstand it, and now we've got the other IS-3s here. They're going to go ahead and try to take out. Their precision is so good. Wang is going to take damage, and baby, I think Caren Tigers can do this. I think they've already done it. Wang is about to go down here. He doesn't have a good position on that T-32. He's going to get one more shot, if it looks like, if Reno doesn't deny him. Oh, Dekamori does go down, but you know what? Reform, they're down to so much HP. M1 down to 100. I don't think they're going to be able to do this. It doesn't look like it. Caren Tiger wants to close this out. Baby. Reno, one more shot. I think he actually can't get the kill. He's waiting for a better angle because that plating is in the way, but this gives 99 an opportunity to come over and give some defense. It does. Hawami gets picked off, and now 99 can maybe take out Reno here, but Shinoza, Shinoza's near, but he's still reloading, so is Pauly. This is an opportunity for Reform. It's okay. Shinoza is just going to try to use his body to block this shot. This is so close, actually. This is still winnable for Reform. All right, Shinoza is finally up. He can go ahead and take some shots now. If he doesn't die first, one more shot from M1 will do it. Oh my God! Shinoza goes down. But Opolis gets the kill. But this is still winnable. This is still winnable for Reform. Now he just needs to escape and deny base capture. If he can kill Reno, Opolis will never find him, right? Oh my goodness. All he has to do is kill Reno. It's a 1v1 fight. This is Reform's last chance. It's all up to M1 here. $4,000 on the line here. This is crazy. Opolis is definitely going to come down now and try to join this fight. He's going to go ahead and try to take out M1. He's going to try to go for the ram. He's going to go for the ram. Oh my gosh. Is he going to get it? He misses. He misses. Opolis misses and he gets taken out. And now 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, Susie. He's going to try to take the shot here on M1. But if he misses, it could cost him the game. They both have one shot left. All right, he wants to wait until the last second, or maybe not. He knows the cooldown. He knows it. He's going to take the shot. And he misses it. Oh my God. Now he has to wait for Reno to miss again before he can try again. Reno reset the base capture as well. Okay, reset it once more. Time is against Reno right now. Oh, this is so tense. It is an IS-3 versus a T-54. T-54 can outmaneuver him, but the IS-3 is definitely stronger at this point. It might take 2 shots to kill the IS-3, depending on the angle as well. Don't forget. Now M1 wants to wait for Reno to waste his shot, but the longer they wait, the better it is. The better it is for M1. It really, really is. If he goes to 99 seconds, if the time goes down to 99 seconds or less, that's 1 minute and 39 seconds, then he can no longer win by base capture, and M1 can just run away. So if he can survive until 1 minute and 39 on the clock, he should be able to run away and escape. Oh, Reno, he needs to be careful. I like how M1 is doing this. He's just simply not moving. He doesn't want to give away his position. We know he's back there, but he's just absolutely silent. He's got the perfect angle here. Uh-oh, Reno's going to go for it, though. And M1 is looking the wrong way. Okay, he starts to figure it out. No. That's not the way you want to go. Reno's going to hit the shot. He does! He wins! And Caren Tigers will take 3rd place. That was really amazing by Reno. That was such a good sneaky bloom. Wow, what a sneaky play. What a great final game. And Caren Tigers goes ahead and takes 3rd place in this finals, the APAC Asia WGL Season 1 finals. Congratulations to the Caren Tigers. Oh, man.
What an ending to a game, Wolf.
Oh, $4,000 more there, 4,500 more for Caren Tiger. They get that third place. Way more APAC points as well for next season. And
that was unbelievable.
What a great display of Caren Tiger's skill. Yesterday, I have to say, they didn't bring it. Today, they brought it.
It was brought. It was absolutely brought.
I think most people, based on their performance yesterday, would have actually favored Reforn. Did not happen. Opolis, being Opolis, we got to see some of his best play. You know, some of his best arty stuff, his shenanigans.
That's a great word. Shenanigans. Absolutely. Opolis showing us that he truly is the best arty in all of Asia. And he, on that M44, how accurate can you be? That is like the most not accurate arty that you could possibly play.
Yeah.
And he just did a ton of damage on it.
Very impressive play today. Let's watch this again.
Let's take a look at this.
M1 sees the movement, and he expects that he's coming from a different angle, but he's mistaken, and that's when Reno gets the shot. He just was looking the wrong way. But you know, you can only guess two sides. You don't know which angle they're coming from. This is not 007 Goldeneye. You don't have a radar, okay? You don't know. All you know is that he's nearby, but you take a 50-50 guess, and on an IS-3, you're always going to be able to be more aggressive.
Wow, that was an amazing ending to an amazing series. That was definitely worth watching over and over again.
Yeah. All right, well, this is just the beginning. Our third place team and our fourth place team have now both been decided, but the winner of this tournament will be decided after our commercial break.
Absolutely. We will see you guys very soon.